So before we jump into this video, I just want to give these three YouTube accounts a shout out. Um, so in the midst of my decoding, the numbers I came across, it turns out that this date was actually already seen by other people. So I went digging around and I came across these three accounts, and they were some of the first people talking about this particular event. So as I continue my research, this date goes back as far as 2014. So this 311 date is something that's been popping up for the last, I want to say, 6 years. So this is something a lot of people have been anticipating, but nothing has obviously happened the last November 11th and March 11th. All right. So what's supposed to take place is there's supposed to be a missile attack in Seattle, or an attack on the nuclear reactors, or there's supposed to be a man-made earthquake. So, like I said, shout out to three YouTube accounts: Kutchin McWillie, Tim Truth, and the Global Agenda. I'm about to play a clip from Kutchin McWillie so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
For the following scene, an important information is necessary. When referring to the date in the media, often the European spelling is used. In Europe, you write the day and then the months. In America, it is the other way around. There, you write first the months and then the day. But whether 311 or 11/3 is displayed, it doesn't matter. Both dates refer to November the 3rd, 2019.
Do you maggots understand that?
Sir, yes, sir. And in the movie, War Games, there are several hints to the date of 3rd November, which is displayed in European spelling. References that relate to Seattle. Let's start with the movie Chaos. The place of the movie is Seattle, Washington.
Okay, let's go around the horn. 2 count. 3, check.
This building looks like the Space Needle.
4,
And right in the next scene, we see a detective looking at his watch. And where the watch hands are pointing, 11/3, November the 3rd. I fast forward. We just saw the clock, which is a code for the 3rd November. Then follows the fire blast. That is a clue to the Seattle attack. And here's another hint. What does that remind you of? This looks like the Space Needle. I fully understand that when you say that all this is quite far-fetched. That's why I'm going to show you many more examples.
So there was supposed to be an attack on November 3rd, but nothing transpired, fortunately. But you can't really go and blame them for this shit because, you know what I mean, you had 9/11 for almost 20 years up until the event. And, you know what I mean, if somebody even saw that and said there was going to be something on September 11th, they would have been looked at as a lunatic because, you know what I mean, it's almost 20 years of that. So you can't blame them for that. All right, so who we have here is the Iranian general that was killed in the airstrike ordered by Trump. So, you know, the Iranians been talking about getting revenge on America and death to America and all this crazy shit. So the chances of them actually going out and 100% performing that attack is fucking really slim. But, you know what I mean, America can play a false flag off of that, and, you know what I mean, they're always up to no good. So we're going to see what transpires from this. All right, so I wanted to show you guys annual convention, earthquake, and beach party. So pretty much these three were the main ones I want to show you. Oh, and the picture with the Iranian general, his birthday is March 11th. So that's just something to keep in mind. So, all right, back to this card. So it reads, tragically, the organization's yearly meeting was in the path of destruction. So when we think of that, what comes to mind? Bohemian Grove. So San Andreas Fault runs through Northern California and actually runs through Bohemian Grove. So that's a good chance of that area being destroyed. So the card reads, play this card immediately after a place has been destroyed or devastated. Is it an instant attack to destroy an organization in play? The power of the attack is 12. Okay, now remember that. That's the key. The power of the attack is 12. So, we're going to get into this shit right here, bro. Alright, so right here, we have the number 3 on this lady's face. I don't know if you guys can see it, but If you think I'm lying, we're gonna go to the next number. All right. So we have number 3 right here. Boom. All right, you guys think I'm lying? We're gonna scoot over. We have the number 11 right here. Boom, 311. Here we go again, 311. So that's the key factor to remember. 311. So we can zoom in, zoom out. You have the fucking pyramid for the main number. Then you have people focus on the numbers. Man, you guys gotta pay attention to this shit. So we have the earthquake card. So it reads disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any place, and it does not require any action. Its power is 12 against a huge place. So you gotta remember, California is a huge place in this card game. Alright. So in the last card annual convention, we were able to read 311. So we're gonna have to find 311 on this card. And I'm gonna show you how these two cards connect, but we're gonna find the numbers first. Alright. So we have the number 3 right here by his hand. Then you have your 11s right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. 311. It's actually made out to be a 3. Fucking blankly. Then you have your 3 right here on the fire hydrant. Then you have your object pointing to the 3. Then you have your little eye, your all-seeing eye for the 11s, I believe. So there we have it again, 311. So in order for this attack to actually work in the game, you would actually have to have California in play. So you see all these little pointers? So you would pretty much use those cards to attack and shit. So how it would start off, it would pretty much, I would use Earthquake. The instant attack is to destroy any place. Its power is 12. Now remember this. The power of the attack is 12 if the affected place was completely destroyed. And like we said, the organization's yearly meeting was in the path of destruction, Bohemian Grove. Now you can easily say, oh, this is the Japan earthquake and tsunami, but you got to think about it. The earthquake struck off of the coast, and it was more so the tsunami that did damage, and then the nuclear reactors going off. So, you know, I mean, this is up for debate, but clearly these two cards are identical to each other and shit. And like I said, we have our 311, and again, our 311. And, you know what I mean? Nobody pointed that out when that shit happened a long time ago. They said the card was for Japan, but, you know what I mean? Nobody ever showed the 311s. So, here we are with 311. But like I said, I think this is for the West Coast. Shit, I live here on the West Coast. I'm from San Diego, goddamn. Alright. So this point we have California in play, the instant attack earthquake, and the power of the attack being 12, and these cards being 311. So this card, I could pretty much add this on to the earthquake disaster, saying like I never rode a 500-foot wave before, man. Play this card at any time to give it immediate relief to any action to any coastal place. California is a coastal place in this game, and which has been devastated. Leave it linked to that place for further any disaster. So on this card, we have the letter N and the letter C. NC being Northern California. You know what I mean? What other place could that mean? Or North Carolina, but I highly doubt that.